Libya is in trouble again. This time round, the world has been hit with a devastating news from the northern African country about the floods that swept through the eastern part of the country. And it has been very, very devastating, with news reports coming around that the estimated death toll is almost about 20,000 people in this, in this moment, up to this moment. Of course, there are rescue teams on the grounds that are trying so hard to help, a lot of organizations, international organizations that are trying to bring help to the people of Libya that need them, and also a lot of prayers that are going on to them. But today we want to present to you some of the facts, and I'm here with Samir Kasia to discuss some of the facts and some of the things that have happened on the ground in Libya. Now, this flooding, it struck on Sunday, and what happened was that there were two dams that were burst. The dams opened up, they got broken, and when they broke, they swept through certain neighborhoods, in the city of Derna. Now, the city of Derna is the city that has mostly been affected by these floods. And what happened is that, according to some of the local reports, about 5,000 people were swept directly into the sea as this happened, you know. And of course, there were a lot of things that have gone wrong for this to happen, because according to the World Meteorological Organization, it says that the Emergency Management Authority could not carry out these kind of evacuation and rescue and warnings because of the lack of a proper infrastructure for for warning the country about such a kind of event that could have happened, you know. And of course, there were some warnings that were emitted 72 hours prior, to the events and the storm happening, which has been named Storm Daniel. But I mean, it wasn't able to, get disseminated properly into the country for people to take the necessary precautions. Samuel can say, what do you have to say about this issue that has been devastating on the people of, Libya, especially the eastern part of Libya? Not forgetting that Libya is governed by the eastern government and the western government, and so the lack of coherency in governance has also made it quite difficult to help in this really difficult situation. But Samir can say, what do you have to say that there have been almost 20,000 people feared death in this kind of catastrophic event that has struck Libya?
Well, thank you, Josh. You see, that's a lot of people, a lot of people. You see, some of these things happen to our own people, okay, and
Mm,
it's really saddens our heart. You see, the Libya of Gaddafi, okay, Libya of Gaddafi, the Libya
mm,
that, we knew years ago, one of the most, okay, developing country then, okay, in Africa, beautiful country, well structured country,
mm,
okay. But you see, today we see Libya in this situation thanks to the Western country, and specifically one president, ex-president of the United States of America, who also claimed to be an African in the name of
mm,
Obama.
mm,
You see, it's sad. What I would say is that, Mr. Obama, we thank you for all what you have been all what you have been doing, sorry, for the Libyan country, or the Libyans. You see, it's sad. I saw, Obama's post on Twitter,
mhm,
and then he was talking about the foundation, gathering, trying to really help the people in Libya. And you
mm,
see, if you go to the comment section, you realize that a lot of people are really updated with what happened to Gaddafi. You
mm,
cannot, Mr. Obama, okay, play otherwise. Because
mm.
if you're talking of people who really had, okay, their hands in the death of Gaddafi, sorry,
Muammar
Mr.
Gaddafi.
Obama
Mhm,
cannot be left out. Okay,
mm,
you see, I don't know, but Mr. Obama, I don't want to even go into that much, but I think that it's a sad thing to really happen to hear.
mm,
Okay,
mm.
here a country that was really flourishing by then, now immersed in such tragedy and catastrophe, simply because of lack of infrastructure, simply because we
Okay.
don't have good leadership. Okay,
Mm,
that is all. I would say
okay.
that we share our condolences, okay, to the family and
Mm,
friends, okay, whose loved ones, okay, were involved in the accident. Okay,
mm,
simple.
mm.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, all right. And this is coming in the wake. I think a week earlier there had been a massive earthquake in Morocco as well, which had led to the loss of a lot of lives. So I think it's a very tragic moment, for especially our brothers and sisters in the northern African countries. And our hearts are with them, our prayers are with them, and of course our supports are also going to them. According to some of the reports that we have here, um, there has been a very huge death tolls. Like I'm saying, a lot of lives have been lost. A lot of people, who really, really had their own futures going for them. People. These are people that were leading their normal lives, and then one moment they never thought, they never knew that they'll be faced with such a difficult moment as such, where they are going to be losing their lives, and I mean things are going to end for them, and then that's it. So I think it's really sad. It's really sad, the kind of situation that we have at the moment. Now, having said that, just to go on a very quick report that we have received right now, as you can see over here, it says that rescuers are burying victims in three mass graves due to lack of time and space, a local emergency worker reported. So the toll in eastern Libya port city of Derna following catastrophic flash of flooding could reach 20,000 people, the local mayor told, a news outlet over there. And then it is very, interesting to note that the mayor said that he believes that between 18,000 to 20,000 people may have died, given the extent of the destruction caused by the floods in the number of districts. And the city's population prior to the disaster was around 125,000. 125,000, that was the city population. And this is what he said, that the sea is constantly dumping dozens of bodies. I am not exaggerating when I say that 25% of the city has disappeared. Many, many buildings have collapsed. Many, many buildings have collapsed. So, Samia can say that is, what we are getting from the mayor of the city of Derna, and it is a very tragic, situation. As you can see, about 25% of the city is just wiped away, just like that. And like you said, of course, there's been, people are updated, especially with the part of Obama asking for funds through the Obama Foundation to help the people of Libya. And I think this is a topic that we are going to treat separately. We are not going to treat
Sure.
in this particular session. But in this session, we just wanted people to know about the updates that is going on in Libya. And we also already know that rescue teams have been sent by neighboring countries like Egypt, Algeria, Tunisia, as well as Turkey, Italy, Malta, the United Arab Emirates, Germany, the UK, the US, through the head of AFCOM, and then also to work with the Libyan authorities. The African Union as well has also sent some delegates to also help on the ground. I think there are a lot of humanitarian groups as well on the grounds, NGOs on the grounds that are helping. To bring some kind of relief to the people who might have suffered this particular catastrophe. So that is it on the update on the Libya incident. Samir, can say your final words before we go.
Well, I mean that is what we love doing. Okay, we wait for people to really suffer, and then we
Mm,
bring in food. Yeah, we bring in,
mm.
I mean, things that
Clothes,
cannot really.
medicine.
Yes,
Mhm,
these things they cannot bring back lives. You see,
mm,
sometimes we should respect human beings while they are alive. Okay,
mm,
it's really sad. It's really sad to really hear of this news. But what can we do? We will just
mm,
sit down and wait for the so-called philanthropists, okay, to
mm.
come and give us the clothes and the rice and stuff. Yeah. So we thank them, but we hope to see a better Libya, okay, in the years ahead. Thank you.
All right. We hope to see a better Libya in the years ahead. Thank you very much. If you found value in this particular video, please subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next video.